everyone, Tim Schofield here, and POCO released a true flagship phone with the F7 Ultra, plus an F7 Pro model as well. We'll talk about this in a future video, be sure to subscribe, but in this video, we're gonna talk about the flagship, the F7 Ultra. POCO's gone with the latest Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, which all flagships have nowadays, plus their own Vision Boost D7 chipset. So we're gonna take a quick look what comes in the box and then of course get some hands-on with this new flagship phone from POCO. Let's get started. Here's the flagship, the POCO F7 Ultra, powered by Xiaomi Hyper OS. Opening up the box, let's see what we get inside. SIM ejection tool, of course, plus getting started guide booklets and an extra. You do get a case. Always love when companies do include extras like cases and, you know, charging bricks. There's our F7 Ultra with some specs and information in case you're interested, but let's see what else we get inside. What did I say about charging bricks? POCO includes a 120 watt charging brick with USB Type A and a USB Type A to USB Type C cable, all with those orange accents. And on to what you came to see, I want to point out 50 watts of wireless hypercharge. So you can still charge at 50 watts wirelessly, which is also crazy. And here it is, the POCO F7 Ultra. A little bit of a two-tone design on the back. We'll talk about that in just a second. But powering it on for the first time, let's take a closer look at the hardware. At the bottom, SIM card slot, microphone, USB Type-C port, one of our speakers, and moving along on the right side is where our power button, volume rockers are. Pretty minimal camera bump overall. Up towards the top, looks like absolutely nothing. Quick look at the left side and flipping it over, there's the signature yellow look on the back from POCO. Moving up, there is that two-tone look with some design as well. When it comes to specs of the triple camera setup, you have a 50 megapixel main sensor with Xiaomi's Light Fusion 800 sensor, a 50 megapixel telephoto camera that zooms up to 2.5x optically, obviously a little bit more, and a 32 megapixel ultra wide angle lens. Anyways, I'm gonna run through the startup process, talk about anything that's noteworthy. There is a pre-installed screen protector and also an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner under display. Setting that up, I really do like the haptics that I'm feeling. Wow, that was actually, might have been the fastest under display fingerprint scanner setup I've done. All right, our POCO F7 Ultra's all ready to go. I can already tell out of the box that the 120 Hz refresh rate's enabled. This is a 6.67-inch AMOLED display at 2K resolution, 3200 by 1440. Like I mentioned, 120 Hz. Going into settings and display, I want to point out that it's set to default out of the box, which will change depending on the content that's shown. You can force it though to 60 or 120 Hz. I would recommend leaving it on default or 120 Hz for that smooth resolution. And also out of the box, big note, 1080p as opposed to that 1440p. So make sure you switch it out of the box to take advantage of that screen resolution. I definitely recommend leaving this on. Always satisfying to take off though. You also get an IP68 rating, as you expect out of flagships, with a 5300 milliamp hour battery. Locking the phone, let's do a quick test of that in-display fingerprint scanner. That seems to be really quick and accurate. I do like the position of it as well. It's really easy to remember there. So there you go. It's really nice. Opening up the camera app, let's just snap a couple quick pictures to see the shutter speed. Seems to be extremely snappy. Like I mentioned, an ultra wide angle lens plus a telephoto lens. 2.5x is the optical zoom. However, they also offer a 5x zoom, so I'd expect some really good quality out of that. You can zoom all the way up to 60 times if that's of interest. When it comes to video, make note you can go up to 4K 60 frames per second and 8K 24 frames per second. So not 8K 30, just 8K 24, just of note. Of course, there is a portrait mode, and you can switch the focal length and even the f-stop, so the specific blur you get out of the background, night mode, and more. There's all the different modes that they have. In case you're wondering, just putting on the included case, just so you can see it on the actual device. You'll notice some yellow accents still sticking out. I like that a lot, that they include that. It does cover up all the corners and the sides. Very comfortable to hold overall. I wouldn't say it's grippy by any means, but it's not slick either. So overall, I like it. I am really happy that POCO decided to make a true flagship with a flagship chipset and specs overall. So really excited to test out this camera a little bit more and just use it in general. So drop a comment, let me know what you think about the F7 Ultra from POCO. Overall, really impressed so far with the F7 Ultra from POCO with a flagship chipset. Yes, the Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset is great to have, and on top of other flagship specs. So POCO's really come to play with the F7 Ultra. Excited to test out this camera system and the phone itself. So drop a comment, let me know what you think about the F7 Ultra from POCO. Be sure to subscribe, a lot more content to come. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and as always, thanks for watching.